Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video, I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Samsung Galaxy M30s. I'll also be making a dedicated video for the best features where I'll be showing you all the features offered by this phone, so definitely check out that video, link will be in the description. Now with that said, first I'm going to start off by disabling this dynamic lock screen wallpaper. Now every time you go to the lock screen, you see a different wallpaper. Some people like it and some people don't. And if you're like me who hates this feature, you can disable it from settings. Just go to settings, now select lock screen, scroll and then select dynamic lock screen. Just disable this toggle and now you'll have a fixed lock screen wallpaper. And this is the lock screen wallpaper that comes right out of the box. Next, this one also has a dedicated night mode or a dark theme. To enable that, you need to go to settings, then select display. Now over here we have the night mode toggle. Just enable it and all the UI elements change to black. This is the notification area, these are the toggles, and this is the recent tabs page, and this is the app drawer. So now everything looks a bit different, everything has a darker tone to it. It strains your eyes less at night, it helps you save some battery, and your phone will look much more cooler. This is the phone dialer and this is the default SMS application. And as you can see, theme has been changed for even the stock applications. So definitely give this night mode a try. Next, we also have the palm to swipe gesture. Just swipe with your palm to take a screenshot. Now for some reason, if this gesture is not working for you, this is what you need to do. First go to settings and then select advanced features. In advanced features, select motions and gestures. Just make sure this toggle palm swipe to capture is enabled. If it is enabled, you can swipe to take a screenshot. Now I'm going to show you how to take a long screenshot. For that, first we need to take a regular screenshot. We can either use the buttons or the gesture. I'll use the gesture. Now you get this bar at the bottom. Now click this button to scroll the page. Now you can keep clicking it to get a longer screenshot. And once you're done, you can just click over here to have a quick preview. Now this is our long screenshot. Next we have fingerprint gesture on this phone. To enable that, go to settings, then select advanced features, then select motion and gesture, and just enable this toggle, finger sensor gesture. Once you do that, you can swipe down on the fingerprint scanner to pull down the notification bar. You can swipe it up to send it back. So here's a quick preview once again. I can just do that with the fingerprint scanner. Now we are done. Now I'm going to show you how you can hide this notch. For that, go to settings, then select display settings, and once you're here, select full screen apps. Now you need to click this button over here, then select advanced settings. Now enable this toggle. Once you do that, the camera notch is completely hidden. There are two black bars on either side of the camera, and now the punch hole is not that visible. Next, this phone also has always on display feature. So this is a quick preview of that. So this is the always on display. Now this feature is enabled by default, but it only shows up whenever you touch the screen. So to show it always, this is what you can do. Go to settings, then select lock screen. Now we have always on display settings over here. You can enable it or disable it using this toggle. And if you want to show it all the time, select show always. You can also schedule it to automatically turn on and turn off at a specific time using this feature. On my phone, I'll leave it to show always. Now here's a quick preview once again. Now this is the default clock style. We can change it from settings once again. Go to lock screen settings, then select clock style, and then select always on display. Now these are all the different clock styles that we have. You can select the one that you like, and once you're done, you can also change the color by clicking over here. Now these are all the different color options we have. Just click it and you can have a quick preview over here. And once you click done, you get the new clock style in the always on display. And here we have it. Now I'm going to show you some camera related shortcuts. This is the default camera application that we get right out of the box. Now over here we have a toggle to switch between the primary camera and the wide angle camera. And this is the wide angle camera and it is super wide. Now over here we have all these different modes. You can swipe left or right to change between these modes. And you can swipe up or down to switch between the front camera. And once again you can do the same thing to switch to the rear camera. So it's a super cool gesture. Next, if we go to video recording, we have a new mode called super steady mode over here, which makes the footage look much more stable. You should definitely give this a try. Next we have super slow motion video recording, which is new on this phone. We also have the regular slow motion and hyperlapse. Now we also get a dedicated night mode on this phone, which allows us to take better pictures in low lighting conditions. Now this phone also has the live focus mode, which is the portrait mode for the rear camera. On this phone, even after you take a portrait shot, we can change the background blur effect later, which is a pretty cool feature. Now this is the default layout, and if you want to rearrange this order, you can do it from settings. Just go to settings, then select camera modes, and now edit modes. Now from here you can rearrange these different modes. I can bring the night mode close to the regular photo mode just beside the video mode. Now if we go back, we can find the night mode right beside the photos mode. Now this is the shutter button, and when you swipe over it, you get a floating button. You can just place it anywhere you want, and now instead of clicking this button, you can click this floating button as well to take a picture. Now this feature is really helpful for taking selfies. Just position the floating button anywhere you want and then just click it to take a selfie. Once you're done, you can swipe this button to the shutter button to hide it. Next we also have the palm gesture, so just show your palm to the front camera and your phone takes a picture in 2 seconds. Here's a quick preview once again. Just show the palm and your phone shows you the timer over here and then takes a picture once it is done. So guys, these are some camera related shortcuts. Now I'm going to show you how to use split screen mode on this phone. Let's say you want to open this application in split screen mode. For that you need to first go to the recent apps page. Now click this button, that's the icon of the application, and then select open in split screen view. Once you do that, that application will open up in the top window and you can select the second application from the list over here, or else you can go to the home screen and then select the second application from the app drawer. Now this is a pretty cool feature, but even now there are some applications that do not support split screen mode. So to fix that, you need to go to settings, then scroll down, select about phone, then select software information. Now click the build number 7 times. Once you do that, developer options will be enabled. Now go back to settings, then select developer options. Now scroll all the way to the bottom. Now enable force activities to be resizable and restart your phone. Once you do that, you will be able to use all applications in split screen mode. On this phone, we can also open applications in floating windows. So to do that, once again go to the recent apps page, click on the app icon, then select open in pop-up view. Once you do that, that application will open up in a floating window. Now you can change the transparency of this application by using the slider. Next we can also minimize it to a floating chat head like that. Now you can place it anywhere. Once you click it, it opens up in a floating window once again. Third option is to make it go full screen, and the final option is to close that application. Next I'm going to show you the navigation gestures. For that, go to settings, then select display. Now select navigation bar, it's right over here, and select the second option, full screen gestures. Now you can swipe from the right side to go back a step, swipe from the center to go home, and finally swipe from the left side for recent apps. So those are the full screen gestures. If you're bored with the navigation bar, you can give this a try. Now if you want to get back the navigation bar, here's a quick shortcut. Just go to the notification toggles and enable navigation bar. Once you do that, you get the regular navigation buttons at the bottom. Now I'm going to show you some home screen related shortcuts. This is your default home screen or the default launcher, and whenever you press the home button, it always takes you to this particular screen. Now if you want to change the default home screen to this screen, you just need to do a pin gesture and click this home button at the top. Once you do that, whenever you press the home button, it always takes you to this particular screen. Now we also have gestures on this phone. You can do a swipe up or a swipe down gesture to open the app drawer. Now if you go to settings, just by doing a pin gesture and click this button, and just enable this toggle, swipe down for notification panel. Once you do that, you can do a swipe up gesture for the app drawer, and you can do a swipe down gesture to pull down the notification bar. So that's pretty cool. Next, when you do a swipe down gesture with just a single finger on the status bar, it takes you to the notification area. If you do the same with 2 fingers, it takes you to the toggles. Now these are your notification toggles, and we have a feature called quick actions. Whenever you click on the name below the toggle, you get some extra options. Now these are the extra options for the sound profile. Now these are the different Wi-Fi connections that we have. So we can easily switch between the Wi-Fi access point without going to settings using quick settings. Now if you go to torch, we get some extra options. On most phones we can just turn on the torch and turn it off. But on this phone, we can also change the intensity of this torch. Now this is the flash intensity, and I'm going to increase it and decrease it. So this is another unique feature on this phone. Now back to the toggles. Now this is your brightness slider over here. Now it only shows up in the notification toggle area. But if you want to put it in the notification area, you just need to click this button over here and enable this toggle. And now you can access the brightness slider even in the notification area. Now I'm going to show you how to record calls automatically on your phone. For that, open the phone dialer, then go to settings. Once you're here, select record calls. Now just enable this toggle. Once you do that, all the calls will be recorded automatically on your phone. Now this feature is available in India but might not be available in other countries. So if you can't find this feature, try to use a third-party application. Now I'm going to show you how you can change your default browser, default launcher, and so on. For that, go to settings, then select apps, Then click this button over here, select default apps. Now from this page, you can change your default browser to something like Google Chrome. You can also change your default phone dialer application, SMS application, home screen, and so on. Now for the final tip, if you're ever running low on battery, let's say you have just about 5% of battery and you don't want your phone to die on you, this is what you can do. This phone has something called max power saving mode and you can access it from the toggles or here. Click max power saving and just enable it. Once you do that, it'll kill all the applications running in the background and it gives you access to only 8 applications. 4 of them are fixed and you can add 4 more by just clicking this plus button. In this mode, standby time of your phone will increase drastically. Right now this phone has just 15% of battery left, but it can give you 1 day of standby time. So it's a pretty cool feature and you should definitely give it a try. To exit it, you can click this button, then select turn off maximum power saving mode. And you're done. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your Samsung Galaxy M30s. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.